So, like, okay, there are things going on in the world that really annoy me, and there are people out there talking about it, and I want to join. Well, like I say, I'm a voice of the choir, and here's Jake Monroe, a British guy, very intelligent, very well spoken. It's an important thing to me. Talking about the idea of giving women power, and I've talked about this myself before in my other videos. I don't think it's a good idea in general for women to have power over pretty much anything. Well, I don't know. I don't want to be that absolute about it, but certainly, governmental power is too far of a reach for women to have, if you ask me, and probably some businesses too. Anywho,
Responsibility.
So yeah, let's see what he has to say, and I'll comment on it.
I've said this before. I don't know if anyone's ever quoted me or if I got this from somewhere. I can't remember, but women want all the power of men, but none of the responsibility. They want the power of man and none of the responsibility. You can't have power without the responsibility. Men, however, have no power and still retain the responsibility. You look at power management and construction, you look at a lot of the sciences, you look at all these things that require your life to be on the line, that require hard work, long hours, physical labor. All these things, you know, like infrastructure, for example, it's still all men. And these men have no power. Nothing. Their jobs aren't respected in today's hypergamous society. Women don't give a fuck. Hello, yes, my name is Daniel, and I'm responsible for making sure that there's not flakes of poo in your drinking water. Not enough. What, so you're not like a high-power businessman or anything? It's not a cool job. If you think this isn't happening, it is happening. And the more hypergamous society becomes, the smaller the pool of women these men get to choose from. They view a white-collar job as high status, right? Because being a laborer of any kind means that you're not qualified enough or smart enough or more or respected enough to do a job where you don't actually have to do anything. No chicks bragging that the guy they're seeing, he's a manager at the sewage plant. No chicks bragging about that. She don't care. This guy I'm seeing, he has a corner office. He's a fucking asshole. He does nothing all day, but he's got loads of money, wears a suit. Oh my god, Cindy, you have to introduce him to us, and we will try to steal him because there's absolutely no loyalty amongst women, and we're all hypergamous, and we will try to get the guy that you have because we don't care about you, Cindy. Cindy, we don't care about you, bitch. You have to introduce your man. What's his number?
Anyway, he's absolutely right. It's obviously the nature of a woman to want someone who is above them in status, financial wealth, and I don't know, ability to create a stable home. By nature, they want someone that's superior, and yet feminism has derailed their minds to the extent that they can't even decide. They can't even understand what they actually want. If you tell them, hey, you're looking for someone that's your superior. If you want someone that's your superior, you have to listen to them, listen to that person, and they're just like, no, I want equal partner, and they're like, it's an important thing. Like, words have meaning, damn it. If you're gonna use a word, you should know what the freak it means. And like, I will say, in this day and age, ignorance is a choice. You can easily find almost any information you want to have at the click of a button, or the typing of a few words on a keyboard. It's really not that difficult, and people are just so willfully ignorant to the point where it's like, why do you choose to do this? And frankly, I think that if people that are that way shouldn't have any positions of power. Man or woman, I don't care who. It's like, it's not really necessarily a gender thing in that regard. I'm working on a theory. I'm having like a working theory kind of thing where, like, I think that the more narcissistic that you are, the dumber you're likely to be, unless you're both, which that there are those that have both traits. If you're both, you're probably scum. Like, as a human being, you're probably just scum. That's my going theory right now. So yeah. So there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about from the videos I saw yesterday. I want to make it be understood, like, I'm always on YouTube. I'm always consuming information and learning new ideas and coming up with my own thoughts and opinions on things. And I update like information. If you're intelligent, if you're an intelligent person, information is updated and changed as you learn things. You don't just like I'm not the kind of person who just hears things and is just like, oh, one ear out the other. Yeah, that's something. Okay, bye bye. I don't care about it. Blah 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 blah. Like anyone who does that is just willingly, how you say, keeping their world small. They want to stay small. They don't like it. Like I don't understand that mindset. Truly, like the more you know, the better off you'll be. Knowledge is power, or rather, applied knowledge is power. But if you don't make the effort to learn, how will you ever grow? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But that's something that really irks me about some people. Apparently, it's the majority of people that exist these days. I don't know. It's got to be something like an IQ thing. Like I've heard it said recently. I forget from where, that the lower your IQ tends to be, the less likely you seem to care about learning and growing. So yeah, I don't know where I could find that. I can probably find it later if I turn this into a video. Anyway, like, subscribe, and follow me on these platforms. And remember to think critically.